You and I can make each night a first, every day a beginning. Spirits rise as they dance among the earth. Hi, and welcome to another edition of Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight. You may have heard me singing. I have no idea if you did or not. I'm James Lott Jr. I am today. And we are minus a person because she decided she had better things to do than talk to us. But she's like, oh my God, they're having again. Shut up, James. I'm talking. Hey, welcome to another edition of Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight.
We're disasters today.
I love technology. I love technology. I'm here with Tami Goveia and Amanda Russ. Hi, kidlets.
Hi, guys.
I can't see nothing yet. My computer's still loading. All of a sudden, just last was great. I don't know why all of a sudden it's like taking its time, but I'll keep talking, and hopefully it's all being recorded and everything is live. Welcome to B&B Mini Spotlight. We just did the Y&R Mini Spotlight. That's out now, audio and video. Is out there for your listening and viewing pleasure. After this, me and Frank Moran are talking General Hospital. We have the Nurses Ball, and we have the aftermath of Nurses Ball. So we're talking about both. Yes, we will. It's at 1 o'clock. My friends, my chocolate twin and his cohorts, except for Michael Madison, who's in Ohio right now, we're talking about Days Are Alive. It's a sad week to talk about. Woo! Tissues. I had several tissue boxes are gone. You can't even see them. They're gone. You like cried my eyes out. It's crazy talk. So kids and kidlets, we have some church announcements because you guys were like, church announcements, you don't say enough. I'm going to tell you some stuff. A little different from the last show. I'll tell you some stuff. Number one, Don Diamont celebrated 40 years on daytime and with the Bell family, starting with Days Are Our Lives, kids. Yes, he was on Days Are Our Lives. To Young and the Restless as Brad, to now Dollar Bill on Bold and the Beautiful. If you want to watch the whole on studio tribute, go to Bold and the Beautiful. Well, actually, there's a lot of versions out there, but you go out there and I'm telling you, it's about an hour long. Heather Tom and Beth Maitland had the best speeches. Very sweet. Very, very, very sweet. Tami is only one of the three of us that has had the pleasure of interviewing him. And just remind us how nice he is.
He's very stoic. He's his energies are very solid, as is he.
He's awesome.
That he is.
It's just, wow.
If you want to see Tami giggle at the end of an interview, it's right there. It's right there.
Oh.
Where is that interview? Is it on your channel?
It is.
So good. They go, Tami, does he smell rich?
He smells rich and delicious and just like dollar bills.
That's why Amanda had a chance to interact with them.
At that event, he was very funny. Very funny. I agree with Tami. I was like, oh, this man is pretty solid.
He looked better now than he did when he was younger. I'm sorry. He's aged
he was pretty. When he was Brad on Y&R, he was pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now he's handsome.
Yes.
Yeah.
We both like, me and Tami's eyes both got all big, like, yeah.
We're like, yes. Kim's favorite subject. I never. But Kim, we're with you. No, seriously, we're with you. And the only thing I had was a handshake, and I never washed a hand. But Tami goes, "It's Don." She screams it out. I go, "Don Diamont." I know she did. And he came back. He walked past. He came back. That's how nice he was. He came back, looked you right in the eye. Nice to meet you, man. Shook my hand, really solid handshake, and he kept moving. And I was just like, and Tami saw him first. He saw him on the red carpet. He came late, so he couldn't get him for an interview. That's why he came back.
Had my Don radar.
He did. And he looked good. Oh, God, he looked good. So anyway, so One day, hopefully, we'll get Don for the show. I mean, that's like one of my dream interviews to talk to him. He raised all these wonderful boys. He has all favorite boys. And him and his wife, Cindy, if you follow her Instagram, there's some really funny skits on there from over the years. They do some funny stuff on there. But it's a sweet thing. It's 40th anniversary. Bold and Beautiful has it on their page. A few of the stars have it on their page. So just I'm saying, Beth Maitland's Makes You Cry. And Heather Tom actually at towards the end, because she's known him for, both shows. So it's just really sweet with their coworkers. Even Torsten K's thing is pretty funny. This is pretty funny towards him. So check that out. Also, and because she was on this show also. Who is Cindy? Who is Cindy? Come on, Kenneth. That's his beautiful wife. Stop it, Kenneth Clark. You're the side chick, remember?
Kenneth.
It's Tracy
Kenneth's
Bregman's
like,
birthday.
who?
She's like, who's Cindy? It's also Tracy Bregman's birthday. She was on Bold and Beautiful for years, obviously Lauren and Sheila, and she happily turned 62 years old, which she posted, folks. Just saying her age. She was like, this is 62. Go to her page. You'll see what 62 looks like, or what it could look like. Shit, I'll at 57, I'll look like that. So it's amazing. So happy birthday to Miss Tracy. Let me try to get that out there. This year also marks 10 years of me doing all these kind of shows. I just want to tell you, I really appreciate all the recent ads and subscribers and viewers and listeners. The numbers are phenomenal. JLJ Media is doing the best it's ever done. I took a chance after AfterBuzz TV died. Shady Sunday. I took a chance on myself and wanted to create a channel where you can have all your soaps still. Many of you are from the AfterBuzz TV days. Like Amanda was, who was part of that. So was Candace, and obviously Tami and I were on the channel. But I'm so glad that you guys have encouraged me to continue doing these shows when you show up. Because literally, if you didn't show up, we wouldn't be doing them. That's just literally, we wouldn't. And speaking of that, I just want to mention a couple of things. We are doing the after show for And Just Like That. So maybe Sex and the City fans, we are doing that. Me and Emily May Heller, who's also a former AfterBuzzer. If you were into wrestling, she was part of the whole wrestling part of the arm of the channel. And her husband actually is an ex-wrestler. She's great. We have the best time. We talk fashion, we talk sex, and the city. So check that out. It's Friday Night Live. There we go. Friday Nights Live. We talk about that very much. She's hilarious. I love her. So check us out. We have a good time. We did the episode for the season 3 premiere. So it's on HBO Max, it's on HBO Max. They're back to being HBO. They were HBO Max, then they were Max, now they're HBO Max. Sure. So check it out there. So thank you for that. Also, I have a new audio drama. Is it new? I guess it's new. No, it's kind of new. So we have a show called Fairview Heights. We have a spinoff called Fairview Heights City Hall, and it premieres this Friday, the 6th. It's a limited series. We had a great time filming it. It's about pride, and there's some heavy messages in it. We had a great time recording it, and it'll be out every Friday through Pride Month. So happy Pride Month, everybody, and JLJ Media will continue to provide content from that community, which is my community. So that comes out on Friday. Also, I want to mention, hold this on here. And also on a sad note, I mention her on every show because I thought we should talk about her. It's Loretta Swit. She passed away. She was in her 80s, I believe.
87.
That's a lot. That's a lot well lived. Now I want to tell you something. If you go to her page, she was very active on social media up until her death. There's this fun series of pictures with Kim Fields, of all people, that she did recently. They're hilarious and so sweet. Apparently they were friends also. Obviously Kim was a child actor, but they were friends. And so check it out. But I want to mention something. She was on Unmasked for 11 seasons. And she actually had a very hard role. She was Hot Lips Houlihan first. But Alan Alda talks about how she became Margaret, like on the show, how she, through the course of the show, in real life and the character evolved to something very strong. There's just one scene that I want to mention on this show, I didn't mention on the last show, that gets me, it's making the rounds on TikTok or whatever. She was the head of the nurses, and she's kind of stoic because she's the major. She has to be kind of, like the men, like one of the few female people in charge. And there's a whole scene where it finally gets to her. She does this monologue. I swear to God, it's like within 1 minute, she goes from being stoic. She's like confronting these nurses who don't ask her to anything. And they're standing, they were great too. The ones you play officer were great too. And she does this monologue where she goes from being strong and talking about why she has to do what she has to do into basically a heaping mess.
Yeah, it's a beautiful moment.
Beautiful. You
Yeah.
never see that with her. And it was just like, and it goes, why don't you guys ever ask me to join you? And one nurse just says meekly, we didn't think you'd say yes.
Well, you're wrong, she says.
Yes, and walks out.
And walks out, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I was saying, I think you need to we need to talk about just some of these people they don't talk about very often. And she was on a hit show for 11 seasons. Right. And was a national treasure. So I just want to mention that she passed away. You can see my picture with her. I met her at the Emmys. We all met her at the Emmys. We saw it years ago. She was very gracious and sweet. So every show I'm mentioning here is because that's the legacy we have of all these shows. When they're gone, we have their work. And I think that's something. And when we're gone, you'll have this also. So I always think of that also. It's kind of a fun thing to have. So I'm going to mention that. So that's all your church announcement. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got to end the church announcement with this. And my chocolate twin, who says how old I am every single week. He doesn't air. Yes, I turned water into wine with Jesus. Yes, I broke the 5 commandments off the 15 commandments. Yes, I helped Noah build the ark. Yes, all those things are true. But I'll always look younger than you, Tony. That's all that matters.
Oh.
Turn in edition days today at 3 p.m. Tell him James said that. And so you guys watch both shows. So there. That's our church announcements for this show. All right. Actually, I don't want to wear this hat. Fuck it. Here's the deal. It's hot. That's getting humid. It's humid over here by the water. I'm by the water.
It's humid here too.
Okay, so it's
weird. Yeah.
Like gray outside. I'm like, why is it warm? Like, what's going on? It says it's 80 degrees. Oh my gosh, it's 80 degrees. Wow, I didn't know that. Hi, Marvin. How are you? Okay. And also before you do that, Amanda, are you doing any recent episodes? He says, well, Marvin says, Amanda, I want you to know I enjoyed your episodes of Bone Beautiful podcast.
Thank you. I put two new ones out so far.
Oh, good. If you want some more Bone Beautiful, go follow her. And then also, I want to say this too, because I'm very proud of her. She doesn't know I'm going to say this. But Miss Tami Goveia has been putting out some content, is working on some content. And I'm very proud of her doing it for JLJ Media. There's some new stuff coming out, you guys. I mean, like multiple stuff coming out over the next couple of months. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel because you got some stuff coming. I know you got some good stuff coming. So thank you, Tami.
Thank you for having me.
So get some fun content. There's some fun stuff. Trust me, you guys are gonna be happy. So make sure you're following Some Like It Classic, which is on all social media platforms, and Voices of the Daytime, which is on Instagram. So follow them, follow us, follow Bone Beautiful Podcast, follow all of us, and also follow Candace Mack, who's not here today too. Of course. I talk crap about her, but she's my little sister, and I just have to put a button on this. Forever and a Day is off the air. And I've been getting lots of well wishes, just like saying thank you, James, for, bringing it to, I brought it to the air. They did a lot of the hard work, but I brought it on my channel. And so I'll always be tied to it. It's something that changed my life completely. So congratulations to Casey and all of them who put together this amazing soap opera for 5 seasons. Tammy's been on it. I've been on it. Man, have you been on it too?
I never got a chance.
On it. A lot of people, Brandon Larkins, a lot of people you guys know from my channel, they made appearances on there. And we've shared some of the same actors on some of my shows. And some of their actors are sprinkled over all my shows I've done. But that was the beginning. And that was the beginning of this pandemic, around this time when he pitched it to me. So and I said, I just believe, say yes sometimes. You never know where the journey is going to take you. It could be a wonderful, wonderful experience of something you would never imagine. And I just think, when I die, I want you guys to say, James did stuff. That's all I want you guys to say. James lived life and he did stuff. So I encourage you to do the same thing. There you go.
I love all your dramas, and it's also fun to be on them.
Yes, because she's on them. They're both on them. Yeah, we have a good time. We have fun. We record them. And I have more coming. Trust me, I have more coming. But we have a good time. They're fun. And again, they're just stuff. I mean, everybody's right now. Audio dramas are in right now, you guys. Audio books are in. Audio dramas are in. It's a great time for your ear holes. I like that. All right. Okay. So we have so much to break down in about 40 minutes or so because I got a show at 1 o'clock. I can probably push this to 12:45. I'm trying to decide. I know I'm gonna start where I like. I'm gonna start where I'm kind of intrigued. We'll get to the other stuff. Luna and Sheila. I have to see this. This is what Bold does sometimes. They can really surprise you sometimes, and I was shocked. I mean, literally, floor and jaw met. My flabber was gasted. I love saying that. I love saying that. I didn't make that up. Somebody else made that up. I love that. And my flabber was gasted when she was like, "You gotta leave," and just the self-awareness that Sheila has. Where I like the writing was amazing. Those scenes with her and what's her name, Lisa Yamada. Oh my god! Again, we're reminded how good Kimberly Brown is. It's just, I mean, legend, obviously. But those two together, oh my god! And then they go through that. Well, that's lazy for that whole storyline. But going through that whole thing to the end, kind of like, well, why don't we go after them together? What if Steffi wasn't here? I'm like, oh my god! And Sheila says, I have to fight every day, not those old urges, basically. Ladies, I mean, what do you think about that whole situation?
Well, when she said, if not for Deacon,
Right.
if not for his love, she wouldn't be able to say no to those impulses, those instincts, the worst impulses, the worst instincts. And she's absolutely right. Luna's not hearing her. She's telling her, I was just joking. I was just joking. No, you're not. You threatened Electra. Well, I would never hurt her. You're lying to yourself.
Right? Like, you're lying.
2 peas in a pod. I've been where you are. I can see exactly what road you're going down. You're not going to be able to help yourself. Get out. Get out of town. I mean, I would have said, go get help or something, but go see somebody, or that's harsh, get out of town, but I get it.
Well, she'll get away from everybody so she can start her whole new life. She's like, this is too much for you, apparently. Sheila gets it.
She's just, yeah, but to Sheila's point, Luna obsesses just like Sheila did, or does, or can.
Yes.
And no matter where she is, she's gonna obsess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was gonna say is I liked when Sheila said, this is becoming an obsession. She's like, that's never good. She's like, from experience, that is never good. That's not a good thing. And she's trying to help her. And it made me a little nervous because did you see Luna's attitude? Whenever she had her phone and she's like, can't even trust your grandma. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be going after Sheila next.
When Luna threw in Sheila's face, so you're picking Deacon over me.
Yes.
Ernie literally went, like, you don't say that. Like, you don't say that. And Kimberly Brown, like, that's Emmy-worthy stuff there.
I agree.
Just the dismantling of Sheila and her desperation to try to stay on track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just desperation to try to stay on track, to save her life. And when she said, I'll be useless to you if you stay here, I cannot help you. I can't help you and help myself at the same time.
Right.
I thought, wow, that is the truth, and that is harsh, but it's real and it's true.
And she said, you can come here.
Right.
But Deacon's never, ever, ever, ever gonna accept you.
No.
Ever.
How many times it was a drinking game. You killed 2 people. You killed two people. She
I
killed
know,
two
right?
people. She killed two people. Like, we know the body count, people.
Got it.
Got it. Noted.
The thing you guys are saying that I love that also is that when she was like, but all your people are still here in Los Angeles. They're alive in Los Angeles. And she was kind of like, but that's not the point, bitch. Or she would say that. But that was kind of like,
Yeah.
but Luna pulled out the family thing. You said all your children are broken and you have nobody to talk. Like, you have your one person, your granddaughter who wants, she's playing that card heavy. And you see,
She is.
Sheila was wrestling with it. Oh, shit.
When Luna said, you stayed here and everyone is here, and Sheila came back with, and every day I have to deal with people staring at me and giving me looks and whispering behind my back.
They're either scared of me or I'm a joke, she said, or I'm a joke.
Yeah, and if not for Deacon,
right,
her anchor.
Even Stephanie was like,
rampage.
even Stephanie was like, he got Sheila under wraps, but Luna's different story. That's the thing. I think Luna is Sheila tripled or something. So there's something going on with her. But then the thing is, don't mess with Sheila. I want to say, girl, I almost want to say, Luna, you're in danger, girl. Because I mean, you push Sheila too far.
I know, granddaughter or not.
I don't know who you is.
You know what I think is going to happen? Do you want to hear my?
Oh, wait, you saw the previews for next week, right?
When she gets the gun? Yeah.
Well, Stephanie's pregnant in real life, so I guess she's gonna go away for a while.
I think Sheila is going to stop Luna, but it's going to perhaps cost Luna her life.
Well, someone said that Lisa's leaving to do an Amazon Prime something for temporarily.
I don't know if Sheila will end up shooting her, but to stop, like to protect, if it's Steffi, if it's whatever the situation is, Sheila will be the only one who will be able to really step in and handle the situation.
Ooh, maybe that will get her back into their good graces.
Because then Steffi will be maybe kind of indebted to her.
Yeah, if she saves Steffi.
Finn will feel it too. He'll feel guilty about Luna, but he'll be like, my mom stopped it. And that would be a good story. I mean,
that would be an amazing story. Like heartbreaking. Because she loves Luna.
Yeah.
I remember she shot Finn by accident.
True.
She felt bad about that. She shot it by accident. And she felt bad about that. She thought she killed her son. So did now shoot her granddaughter?
Yeah.
To stop her? I mean, oh my God.
That'd make for a good story.
Everybody's like, they're agreeing. They're all agreeing. They're like, Bill's gonna regret setting Luna free. She's gonna try to keep Luna from going to jail again. Luna going. I was surprised Sheila was self-aware and wise. That's what I'm saying. The writing was so. This show is so contradictory.
It is.
It's so contradictory. They write some of these women like pathetic losers. I'm sorry, they do. But then they write scenes like this where it's like so multi-layered and like you're like, I don't understand, you guys. I don't understand. You guys are women, so I don't understand. It's like that's what's so crazy. Like, yeah, that Marvin, Sheila's the voice of reason. Now, how crazy? What some crazy shit is that?
Hell hath frozen over.
Right?
And it worked.
I didn't even think of that.
When Elektra and Luna were nose to nose, and Sheila walks in and faces the two of them and turns to Luna and says, "You need to back off, Elektra."
I was shocked.
Me too. I was stunned.
It was Luna. She was like, "Excuse you?"
Yeah, she had the smile on her face, and then
right.
And then Elektra was off.
Yeah, she was.
But I was proud of Elektra. I know we have issues with her, but they've spunked her up.
Yes.
Oh, I loved it, Tami. I love how she went over there and she's like, you know what? You're gonna leave him alone. Cause I said. And I'm like, girl, you're gonna be dead. You might have said it, but you about to be dead.
I was waiting for you to say that, man. That it's gonna be killed. I was like, "You're in danger, girl. You better watch out. We pushing Luna too far."
And back at the office, Katie and Will are having mental breakdowns.
Yeah, they were.
Katie was so funny. She's just losing her mind.
She was.
It's like, what? Like, what? She was losing it. I was laughing so hard.
And Will's longer hair is looking good. He looks more like his daddy.
Oh, hello. He sounded like his daddy. He looked like his daddy.
Ugh.
I feel like I'm robbing the cradle looking at him.
Right?
God, I mean, he is. I mean, yeah, he's something else. He's working it out. Yeah, he's working it out. I see why they cast him and everything. I totally get it.
Totally.
I totally get it.
Totally.
But your daddy's still hot too, so we're not gonna count him out either. He's working it out also. Ooh, in real life. In Hughes. No, but yeah. Sheila being motherly figure towards Luna. The thing is, the actress plays Luna's done a great job. No, I agree. Lisa Meyer, she's doing a great job. I think the thing is, it was just a surprising turn that I did not expect, but it makes sense. It all makes sense. And
when Sheila said to her, if I had had someone like me in my life at your age, my life would have been completely different.
Right.
So please trust me when I tell you, get out of town. You need to go.
I look back at Sheila's story, and a lot of us were there from the beginning. Some of us were there from the beginning. I'm Young and the Restless all those years ago, and I think we have to go back a bit. Just go. Her mother was not the greatest either. She was kind of a little crazy. The whole point, she wanted love, and I guess people kept interrupting her brain of trying to have Scotty and all that, and so she went crazy. She went cuckoo. It was already kind of there, and she went cuckoo. And this whole time, when she went to LA, she really did try to start over. That was her whole thing. And I think she did love Eric on some level, but Stephanie was like, "No, bitch, can't have him." And that's what made her go even more cuckoo on that show. So it's like I think Sheila's always wanted love and someone to kind of look at her a certain way, and Deacon did that. It kind of makes sense that it's Deacon on some level. That's him.
True.
And it worked. I mean, it kind of worked. And so she has been laying low, not doing anything crazy. But I like that she's acknowledging I could be crazy if certain factors were not there. So Luna, don't do it. That's why she's saying get out. She's like thinking, if I extricate her out of this, but to your point, Tami, we all know you can't run from your problems.
And how come Will doesn't want his dad to know? He was like adamant that he did not want Katie to tell Bill. And I'm like, why? That seems so. I would be rubbing it in his face. I'd be like, Dad, you know the crazy girl you got out? Now, guess what?
Oh, right.
He's stalking me.
Right.
Thanks,
right,
Dad.
Right.
Thanks. You want to see all these messages she keeps sending?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Bill's a jock on several fronts. And so we have to go there, obviously. And again, it's hard for me to get invested because I'm like, are they really going to kill him? Because I'm glad he said now there's no special treatments. There's nothing that he can do. This is basically it. I'm just curious because I'm like, he's doing a great, Scott Kitchen's doing a great job. Yes, the ladies doing their job. But I'm just like, I'm having a hard time getting into it because I'm afraid the rugs be pulled under my eyes again. And it's hard for me to get into it. I mean, I want to. It's hard for me to buy it fully.
I don't. Okay. I don't want them to kill him. Like, what are they doing? Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like, if Scott Clifton wants to leave, that's his prerogative. That's fine.
But like, on GH all the time now.
Have him go on like a health retreat, a health center. Don't kill the character, because what if later those daughters need their dad? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can always recast. Love Scott Clifton, but if you wait long enough, you can recast. Am I wrong?
I'm saying they're not choosing that. I mean, not wrong. They're not choosing that route. There's someone who's saying he's going to die. They're not choosing that route so far.
I'm unhappy with this bold. Thank you.
I'm saying you're saying that's all soap tropes and things get out. I don't know. They're not. There's so far they're going with he died. And he's hiding from several people. He's not telling Bill stuff, and they haven't told Ridge anything yet. I guess it's just
That scene between Liam and
Hope.
no, Steffi's husband.
Oh, Finn.
Oh, Finn.
Yeah, what did you guys think of that?
I like when he hates him. I do. I love it. But I do understand a situation like this. I guess will bring you together. I also like them being kind of friendly, but I kind of get it. He's dying. I mean, it's like there's no reason to step on him as he's dying. So the conversation, it was a little awkward for him, but it makes sense.
It was awkward for me to watch it. And then when he went in to hug Finn, I think Finn felt a little like,
Yeah.
so it was awkward.
It's very awkward.
It was.
So I'm like it makes sense, kind of.
Yeah.
It would, yeah, it makes sense. It would be awkward because, like, under normal circumstances, your ex is not living in the house.
Right.
Like, this is very, so, like, yeah. But I get that Liam's trying to make amends with everyone.
Yeah.
Because he wants to make sure his girls have dads if he's not there.
That everyone's taken care of.
The girls are getting along. That whole sequence of them coming together. It's like we knew they did once before. They were just like, we got to do this. So it's kind of like I did feel a little tear in my eye come out when she invited Hope back to Force of Creations. I thought that's really big of Steffi. That really is.
It is.
Like, wow. Again, the writers could do something. Sometimes they do something, they can do it. They can write it. I thought that was very big of her.
And in the next scene, Brooke is, it's time to come home. Time to come home. It's like, okay, they had me and now I'm out.
Seriously? That's what I wrote, Tami.
Yes, geez,
please stop. Please.
Yads.
I can't.
Well, you know that now we also noticed Hope and Carter are engaged.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was getting my nerves with Brooke talking to Riz, like, why aren't you excited? I'm like, okay, Brooke, he called your daughter a two-bit slut or whatever back in the day. Like, he's not going to just turn around and be okay. I'm like, he's like, he thought your daughter was like the lowest form of trash.
Yeah.
So he's like, whatever. Apparently he loves Carter. I mean, but you don't love your daughter apparently anymore. So I don't understand why he's not excited. Plus, they don't know the whole truth of everything.
Right.
So, I mean, I know right now they're filming over in Europe right now. And I saw Jack Wagner is in the scenes. Nick is there. So I'm like, I know. So who knows what's happening with those two? But there's stuff they're filming right now that I'm like, I saw, if you follow them, all that stuff, they're posting, and God, Catherine looks so good. KKL looks so good. They're working it out. So who knows where this is all going? This stuff's not going to air until
Please.
Who knows?
I'm so excited because I love Nick. And Ridge hates him.
I know.
Yep.
So it's even better.
He's his half brother. So there you go, kids.
Hates his guts. I can't wait. I love when anything makes Ridge mad or uncomfortable or annoyed.
So it's and Daphne, which again I'm kind of glad. Whatever. I mean, when she tells Steffi, I did fall in love with him. I was like, Steffi, you bitch, you brought her to town.
Yeah, Steffi set that whole thing in motion. How is Daphne not upset with Steph? I mean,
right.
Oh yeah, I thought she was gonna go off on her.
And I'm shocked that Daphne didn't fall into the vortex.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Somebody out there in the
shocked.
Someone said in one of the comments on our videos was like, she didn't fall into the vortex. I would have. I was like, yeah, no, we all would have. Shit, we all would have fallen into the vortex.
You know what? I don't think it was this week. I think it was last week. But when Carter came down the stairs at the loft and he just had on like this sleep pants and no shirt.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
What?
Whenever he came down, I got so distracted. I had to rewind it. But when he came down, I was thinking, Tami.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. She stayed the night. Like in a minute, she's going to come walking down the stairs, Daphne, behind him. And they didn't do that. And I was like, okay, I'm shocked.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't. Can we have Tom Arnold on the show? He's hilarious.
Deuce, he's so freaking funny.
Tom Arnold actually is a great actor. He's been
He is
a really great actor. So I was like, I'm not surprised at all.
Remember in True Lies?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny.
So funny in that. I thought Stephanie was going to tell Daphne the real she brought Hope back. She didn't tell us that. She didn't tell him that either. I'm like, they're not that close. But Daphne went off to Paris. Bye, girl. Take
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Do all that. Bye. I think his fragrance is with you.
You know what? If she's not gonna get under Zende, then she needs to go.
Right, they had a lot of scenes together in the last couple of weeks. But they're not going that direction.
He never gets any action.
Doesn't. Oh, he got action, but she was drugged or whatever. He got action. He slept with Luna.
Yeah.
Lucky he survived.
But he got tricked.
He did.
Poor thing.
I say lucky he did survive. She'll be back. She will be back. Probably. Well, they didn't kill her off, so she yeah, do. So I don't know. I look at Bo and I see characters like Ivy just sitting there being a talk to her niece, and
I know.
And it definitely was wasted potential. I agree with you. And then just having Zende just kind of there to talk to you. Like, it's just like, come on, these are people actually. Yeah. James, every shirtless scene with Carter is going to have me fall into the vortex for sure. I would eat his ass for breakfast and dessert. That's right. That's right. So it's just kind of, it's it. People in chat, ladies, are questioning Hope's sincerity and wanting to marry Carter. What do you guys think?
Well, I think he betrayed her. So I don't blame her for I think she loves him.
Yeah, I do.
And wanted to marry him, but she's still getting over that whole betrayal. And I do believe Carter's intentions are good. And he will do better. Because that's just who Carter is.
Yeah.
The fact that Daphne did not fall into the vortex speaks volumes.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
The fact that he said to her, Hope's the one for me. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
And it was Liam convincing Hope to just say yes. Take him back. He's a good man. Take him back. And it took her a minute, but she said yes.
I know, right? Today, she's like, but you know what? I didn't like. Look, I immediately thought of Tami, and I was like, Tami's head's exploding right now because first they're worried about Ridge and Steffi having a problem with it, right? And when they're at the loft, Hope is like, well, I don't care what they think, right? But then they get in the office and Steffi's so like high and mighty. She's like, you know what? I immediately thought of Tami because Steffi goes, you know what? I guess I'm actually happy for you, so I'm not gonna stand in your way. And I was like, oh, they got the queen's friggin' approval. Hello. I thought of Tami because she always says Steffi thinks she's the queen.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I didn't know they needed her approval, but all right.
Yeah, you guys in the chat, I'm not sure either because she's fully committed. I think Tami said it correctly. I think deep down she's always wanted to marry. She wants to marry Carter somewhere, but it's all that stuff. Hey, that baggage is just sitting right there, and I guess we'll see. I was surprised they went that direction that fast. I was like, oh, okay, going that direction again. This is bold and beautiful. They go in the direction.
So did they define her role?
Nope.
Hope for the future is still dead in the water. So what is she going to be doing?
I don't know. Trilling her thumbs.
They probably gonna put her downstairs in Thorne's job in the basement.
I know. I didn't know they have not defined her role. Tami Goveia now. They haven't.
Okay.
She's got an invitation to come back, girl. That's what you get first. We'll figure it out later.
Liam's dying, so you can come back to Forrester.
Right.
But as soon as he gets cured, you're out of here.
Right. Exactly right.
That's funny, Tami. You're out.
So now Kenneth Clark is trying. You said it several times, Kenneth Clark. I hear you. You want Gina Antonioni to play Quentin. Here's the problem. Gina Antonioni lives on the East Coast, And so that's why she's not on Y&R anymore either, because the travel was a lot for her, she said. She was traveling every weekend going back home. She's from New Jersey. So I don't know if she wants that role. I don't know if she wants to do that again. And right now, well, if you're not watching General Hospital, I'm telling you, Rena Sofer is killing it as Lois right now. She has one of the most difficult roles right now in this big storyline.
I was exhausted. It was like a revolving door, one at a time, just on her and kicking her in the gut. And just when Sunny, I'm sorry, really quick, when Sunny entered, I was like, stop, please. And she literally said, go ahead.
She did. She was like, go ahead.
Everyone's just say your piece. And that got me emotional, his response.
Different.
I go,
He's like, he goes, you kept him in my life. You see, for him, he got to see Gio grow up.
Yeah, and he thanked her.
Thanked her. That was a great, again, I think here, okay, folks, let's just stop for a second. You know, we do these shows. We do reaction shows. There are 1,100,000 of them, right? There's 1,000,000 of them. We do reaction shows. You guys give us your reaction. We give our reaction. I think one of the things that we all have in common, hopefully, all of us who are watching, who are in the chat, my co-host and I, we advocate for good writing. We advocate for writing that makes sense. We know it's soap operas, and there's a lot of stuff the writers have a lot of writing to do. So I just want to make sure I say this every once in a while that we love them. But we want them to do the best job they can do for us, for you, give good storyline. And yeah, we get a little snarky, we say little things like that, but when we're accentuating these good stories, sometimes there really is good writing. I mean, we're like, yes, there it is. That's the reason. Or like Frank always says on our show, just give me one scene showing me this. And they're like, okay, got it. And then it's like, it makes the other thing make sense. But we love the writers. We love the writers. We want them to do it best. We just want good writing because we know the actors can do it. The actors the actors are so good. And when they get good material, you know, we praise them too. We will cheer them on. And many of the actors watch our shows. They do. They tell me, we love you. We know we know you're writing, you're acting what you're given. But we just encourage the writers through all of our different opinions that we will pray when you say we do something good. We are so happy.
Yeah.
I just make sure I say. I don't know if we say that enough. I think all the shows out there. I can't speak for everybody, but most of these reactions out there, I think they feel the same way. We just want to see someone on screen and just go, wow.
It's always about story.
It's about
Whatever
story.
we watch, it's about story. It's about the writing.
Yes.
If we're engaged, it's because of good writing. If we're not, it's because it's not good writing.
Right.
Right.
It's not on the page, it's on the stage.
Yeah. It all starts with the script.
It surely does. And sometimes they go to town. And when we see an actor get a good script, and they chew that scenery the right way. Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm going to reference just one more moment in GH.
Good, please.
When Tracy pulls out that picture.
Oh, Lila and Edward, I know.
Oh my God.
And she goes, your great. She corrects her.
Even now. And Gio actually like took a step back and like calmed the fuck down. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh my God, because we've been watching this show for hundreds of years. So when she pulled that out, it's like, oh my God.
Rodelli says GH has been on fire this week. I agree.
Yeah.
Killed it as Lois. Walker sent me and Tony Moore a text. He goes, I think they heard us because GH. We were talking shit about a couple weeks ago. It's been really good. It's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. And Rena, I'm sorry, Rena was the only character the next day that was still in the same clothes.
She was. She was walking around those clothes.
I'm sorry, no more. Okay.
Tracy probably tears that scene. Okay. I'm just saying, trust me, when I get to that show with Frank, it's like we'll be talking about all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that I think you guys in chat are saying you agree with me. We want good writing, that's all. We want some good soapy goodness. We want something that we all are watching. We're taking an hour or this show a half hour of our time. We want something good on screen. So that's all. That's why we just comment on this stuff. But we know it's a lot of hard work. But we have faith in you. The three of us have faith in you, writers. We know you can do it because you've been doing it. The Steffi and Hope stuff. it's kind of cool that they're friends. It's kind of cool. And it kind of shows, it accentuates how childlike Taylor and Brooke are right now.
Yes. Yes.
Taylor, I want to thank Brooke. I'm going to go thank Brooke about be petty about how beautiful she was and what she did for the company and for all of us. And it turned into a barb fest, basically. Ladies, come on.
Oh my God. Taylor, you know what? I don't know where her patients are. Okay. Because she spends all her time at a office she doesn't even work at.
Well, she has to because Brooke is constantly trying to, she's got her web that she's trying to get Ridge into. So Taylor's got a
Ridge has
full-time
no
job.
mind. Then, that made me so mad because she came in there to tell her how not insecure she is. The whole time Taylor was talking, all I heard was, I'm so insecure, I'm so insecure,
Same here.
I'm so insecure.
Same here. I was like, see, this is why I should play Lindsay, her assistant. I mean, like, bitch, get back to work. You got patients sitting here waiting for you. She's at,
right?
She's at Steffi's house. She's at Forrester. She's nowhere at her job.
No.
She's at Eric's. She's at everybody's house. She's nowhere at her job.
It's like, you know what else I loved? When Katie went in the office and told Ridge, she was hitting the notepad. She was like, why are you doing this? She's like, you're making it worse. She's like, everyone knows you're going to go back to Brooke.
I know.
Why are you doing this to Taylor? And I'm like, whoa, because no one ever yells at Ridge like that.
No, she did. There you go, girl. I loved it. That was hilarious. I'm just gonna say nothing. He can't say nothing. He's like, because even at one point we were talking about Hope and Carter, and Brooke puts her hand across the table and touches his hand. Ridge, you're supposed to pull your hand away.
Well, he did when she started whining, come home, and then he pulled it away. It's like, this is just nauseating.
Please stop.
So they're saying in chat, and then I guess maybe Nick and Brooke will get together.
Please. So Jesus.
Even if it's just an affair.
Here are prayers.
Yeah.
As long as he's back on One Cost to Heart, because they're filming a new season in July. That's another show. Samantha goes, she does virtual appointments while she's driving to those places. So you get the comment of the day. Thank you. I like that. Like, she's on the phone. I guess you could do that too if you wanted to, I guess. Because she ain't at her office. We haven't seen her office in years. She ain't there. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
That's a good point. She takes her appointments while she's in the car on her way back and forth from Forrester to Steffi's.
Through the car stereo. She's like, okay, go ahead and say what's going on. Just what's going on.
Read a self-help book, take your medication, and I'll see you next week.
Totally. Kenny, stop showing Richard Brooke on that catwalk, for goodness sake. You know they're gonna play a scene over and over again. You know that. Well, that's what they do all the time. Because basically, like a General Hospital, they paid money for that set. We saw Christina fall out that window 8 million times. That set over and over. They say we paid for this shit.
They paid for that window, huh?
They paid for that window. So, but this one, they paid for that catwalk, and they're gonna show that dress. They paid for that dress. They're gonna show that scene over and over again because they're Destiny. Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Yes. But here's the thing, kids. I look at KKL and she's just so beautiful, and I look at her and go, girl, you do better. You do better. Unless Rich has a golden penis. If he does, I get it. Maybe he does. Maybe when he lays it on you, that's it. You just can't think of nobody else.
Look, you get it. He's got a vortex. He lays it on you, and that's it. You're done.
That's it.
That's it, Tami. For life, you're done.
He is he Scottish or Irish or something in real life? I'm like, maybe it's that good. Shit. I'm like, that's it. That's it. And he's like, you can't forget it. But I'm thinking Jaguar, I think Nick probably got magic one too. So I'm like, because Taylor and him both were with him too. Taylor was with Nick also.
Yeah, she was.
So I'm just saying. But I don't know why they forget about our man Bill sitting over there with his deliciousness sitting over there in the corner.
By him, he don't have nobody either, does he?
No,
sure don't.
Yeah, come on, folks. So yeah, we don't know what's going on there, but yes, it's I just it's that's the part of the storyline that makes me mad. Like I said, there's good scenes being written over here, but then we have the same crap here. So now I'm seeing the younger girls getting along just accentuates the older ones not getting along. It just makes it worse. It's like,
Yeah, it makes it look more ridiculous, right? And more immature.
it's like, come on, folks, pull it together. It's like, come on. Um, Thomas would be pissed since Cope was cutting. Well, they forgot about Thomas. Don't know where he is. He's mine, hands off. I claimed him too.
Well, he can't be mad. He went off and married someone else.
Well, they haven't got married yet, I don't think. They're engaged, right?
Oh, okay.
Paris. But we haven't seen Thomas. We know what's going on. Kid is keeping Bill company, of course. Like, yeah, I know he's over there right now. Mm-hmm. I know where he lives. They're in Malibu. I've been in Malibu a long time. But yeah, so I just think this show it's just I don't know. As we start to wrap up, because I guess 12:40 already. Shit. I just don't know. Because also Scott Clifton's playing close to the vest also by the status. If I knew he was leaving the show, then I probably would get fully invested in the storyline. I feel bad that I can't. It's a block for me because they did this several times already and they pulled the wool under our eyes.
They have, yeah.
If they do really kill him off, I'll probably be really shocked. I'll probably be like, oh my God.
You're always saying bold is bold.
They are. I mean,
I'd be very shocked.
They killed off Phoebe. I mean, I was being shocked. They killed off Allie. So they have killed off some people who've never come back. I mean, they're gone. They've never come back. So this is years later. So this is really interesting. I don't know. And I feel bad for the Spencer family because it's getting smaller and smaller. I don't know what that's.
Yeah. That's why I don't want him to kill the actual character off. Like, Bill already doesn't have hardly any kids.
That's right.
As it is.
And as they say, like I keep saying, they keep mentioning Dylan Quartermain on General Hospital. That's was his original role.
Yep.
To have Scott Clifton back would be a coup for them. They brought him back as Dylan.
Yeah. For Lulu.
For Lulu. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Now that's a kibosh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And to Alexa, by the way.
Alexa Havens.
Like, kudos to her, man.
Oh, I hate Lulu.
I loathe her.
Good
But
job.
her performance at the end on Friday was friggin'
I agree.
okay.
I totally agree. Completely agree. I liked her as Babe on All My Children too. So
awesome.
Yeah. So she's doing so. But to have Scott and her together, that would totally work.
I would live for that.
And him with the Quartermains again.
Live for that.
Yeah, Scott Clifton can act. So I mean, him
can.
Wow. Oh my God, he's hilarious. That could be the Quartermains are always hilarious and serious. So he could fit right in.
He's a good snarky.
Oh, I'll be devastated to lose Scott Clifton. Absolutely devastated. But I mean, I'm thinking
start watching General Hospital.
General Hospital.
Right? GH, you can finally start watching GH.
I think they might be serious. I'm getting scared now.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know. Like I say, Scott's just playing it. We don't know. Because apparently they're playing it as he's going. So I've not read anything that's been definitive from anyone.
Right.
And Scott is playing. Everybody's all lose too much. Yeah, that's another show, folks. Sorry, that's another show. They're all coming in chat.
You gotta tune into the next show.
Yeah, next show. But it just means she's doing a great job. So I mean, that's what it means. But I think with this, I said that's the barrier holding me back from getting into it fully. I'm appreciating the acting. I'm appreciating it. But you know me, I like to get in and like with the Eric thing I was in. I was so and it just they ripped it from us.
Yeah.
It's GH is siphoning off wine on B&B characters. Well, there you go. Gotta go where you have a storyline, get paid. That's where it goes. And that's where you want to see Kane on. They're on. He's on General Hospital too. I mean, that's where everybody's moving around. So that's it. So I think that's basically what's going on over there. And so we will be back. Me and Amanda will be back, and hopefully Candace back next Sunday. But Tami Goveia will not be here with us. She's on assignment. And then the following week won't be here. It's Father's Day, and I'm best dad ever. I'll be celebrating Father's Day with my family, so like I do every year. We'll be back the week after that. So it's a little like every other week, so to speak, here in June. But we will be here to talk about your needs. When it comes to stuff. If anything direly major happens on a week that we're off, we said the ladies and I were talking, maybe come do an evening, which we did once before. It was a huge hit. You guys totally tuned in during the week.
That'd be fun.
Just so it could be fun. So like if Liam suddenly dies on a Wednesday the week we're not on, we will come on.
Yeah,
Thursday we're coming on
for sure.
Yeah, and say we got to talk about it because I think
Susan Lucci ends up being Alexander Dumas.
Oh my God,
we will be on.
Oh yes, oh no, we will find. Yeah, we will be on, kids. No, yeah. Or I said it was Drusilla, which that would be the.
Oh, that would just be. My brain couldn't.
No.
That would break the internet.
It would break the internet because she's not on Beyond the Gate. She said, "I'm not on there." She was, "I'm not on there." So I'm like, "Oh, if they made up with Sony and they said, okay, girl, you're back." That's why I want Lily and Devon to feel okay. Oh my God, I would die. I would die. I was like, oh, and that's it. I would die. And then come back to life and talk about it.
Right? We have to do that.
Yeah, you have to. I have to come back to life and talk about it and then die again. It'd just be crazy. Everyone, have a good week.
Yes, have a good week.
Yeah, have a good week. I mean, if it's hot where you are, stay hydrated. I don't think it's cold anywhere, but if it's hot where you are, stay hydrated. Right now, it's 80 degrees here where I'm at. I'm like, I gotta open a door or something.
It's humid.
It's humid, so be careful.
And I have new episodes out.
There's new episodes coming out. So make sure you check that out. Anything this week? Oh, also, Frank and I are live this Thursday with John Duffy doing a solo rewatch for Darth Vader Is Your Father for that show. So I'll be live this week. And again, and just like that, I'll be live on Friday. So 2 live shows during the week.
Very cool.
Folks, we love you. Follow us on Instagram at B&B Mini Spotlights.
Hit that like button.
And also on Facebook too. And this one, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. But keep your buttons on. Talk to you next time.